And you and I both know that this girl cannot go into a garden center without picking up plants. I'm really debating whether I should continue vlogging. So I definitely, knowing Renee Audier, should have waited until the book was here. This book gets me fired up in all the wrong ways. Like, literally. Hello, lovely bookworms, and welcome to another weekly reading vlog. Let's hope it's an actual reading vlog. I did finish a book last week, so it's still a reading vlog. I finished The Stormcrow last week. I think I mentioned that. I'm nearly done with The Beautiful. I think I'm going to finish that in a little bit because it is the second day of Easter, so I'm taking it chill. Tomorrow is another working day, but today we're chilling. It's already 2:20, so it's quite late in the day already, but I thought I would open it anyway. I filmed quite a few videos yesterday, so I need to edit those. I need to get my reading vlog for tomorrow done. I think today I'm gonna upload the Desertathon recommendations. It'll be up by the time that you're seeing this. I did film all of the videos I had to film, so TBR, both my TBRs actually, I'm pre-filming it this month, and the recommendations, so that's good. That said, let's just get into the week. Hey you guys, it's been a couple of hours since I spoke to you, and I did finish my book, or at least the one that I'm reading, or was reading. That's beautiful. I have to clean this, I know. I was about, like, the end of 200 pages in, so about this I had left, so that's what I read today. I am going to continue another book later. That said, I did really enjoy this. It was pretty good. Some of the things, like, it doesn't compare to The Wrath and the Dawn by the same author, but it was really good, and I'm excited for the second book in this. Duology The Damned is supposed to be here in June, so I definitely, knowing Renee Audier, should have waited until the book was here, but I keep making this mistake. So now that I've finished The Beautiful, I'm going to start 2 more books. Sadly, there are no audiobooks for the remainder of my books on my TBR for this month, so I can't listen to any of the audiobooks, but the one that I'm going to be reading most, if that makes sense, because it's fantasy, is Nameless Queen by Rebecca McLaughlin. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I really love that surname, by the way. And then the other book that I'm going to be starting is The Pharmacist's Wife. This is for the prompt that says read a book that's out of your comfort zone. This is very much out of my comfort zone, so I'm interested to see if I like this. So I think I'm going to cut it up in chunks of about 100 pages. I'm going to try to read about 100 pages today, which is about chapter 9, and have it done in a couple of days. But we'll see. So that's why I also picked up The Nameless Queen, so that I can sort of, you know, switch between them. That said, before I actually read anything, I'm gonna first be making some lasagna with my dad, because we do need food, and I need to be editing a video, because the video needs to go up today, preferably, because the reading vlog is coming tomorrow, or on Wednesday, I'm not sure yet, but I want it to be here today, and that's the Desertathon recommendations video, so that's coming. I'll update you guys as we go, and hopefully I can read a lot this week. I'm very excited to read, so that's good. Hi guys, it is later. I had food, did the editing, got stuff online that I needed to get online, and then I started my next read, and that is The Pharmacist's Wife by Vanessa Tate. Let's just start by saying that the cover is stunning, and that's how far it gets. If you don't want any small spoilers or big spoilers, I'm not that far in. I'm about 127 pages in. If you don't want spoilers, just skip ahead and not watch this fragment. But this book gets me fired up in all the wrong ways, like literally. So let's start with the first thing that I don't really like about this, and that's the writing style. It just doesn't connect to me. I really don't like it, but I can get past that if the story was nice. It is not. Let's start with the main protagonist. We have Rebecca Palmer. Rebecca Palmer is married to a guy named Alexander, and Alexander is literally the biggest, most horrible man you have ever encountered in your life. Literally, he's the definition of a bad husband. 1, he basically only married this woman because he wanted her as a test subject, because pharmacist and he's like creating new drugs. 2, he hits her, which, no. And 3, he basically uses her for like his sexual desires, or wants to use her for his sexual desires, and then when something goes wrong in his tiny little idiotic brain, it's her fault. Then the thing that I dislike more about this situation is that she lets him. She doesn't care. She wants to be like the perfect wife for her bad husband, and it's just so annoying. I get that she lives in Victorian like era in Edinburgh. I get it. I really do get that, and that you have to be like dedicated to your husband. But if he hits you and wants to do things to you that you don't really want him to do to you, and you still want to be a good, beautiful wife because otherwise you would have been a spinster, I think you would have been better off as a spinster with a cat. Seriously. Then that's not even the baddest thing, is that basically this main protagonist named Rebecca, her maid called Jenny, is in like literally the first half of the book, I'm still in the first half of the book, nearly sexually abused by Alexander's partner or something along those lines. He is literally called Badcock, which that's a good surname, sir, because you're just that. And this book gets me riled up. I am so sorry. I'm not sure. I'm definitely gonna put it down now. That said, I am going to continue on with The Nameless Queen. I haven't started this yet, but I'm going to start it, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be up my alley because it's fantasy. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I think it's Tuesday. I've already been up for quite a bit doing some stuff. I've also been reading a lot. Finished one of the books that I was complaining about yesterday. There's only one book I was complaining about yesterday, and that's The Pharmacist's Wife. I continued it because I was interested to see what would happen. And while I do have to say that the second half of the book was a lot better than the first half, it's still not my book. I really don't like some of the very, very visual scenes that are in here. I really don't like the way that the men are portrayed, even though I do get that sometimes this would happen. But in general, this was just not my book. Then, for the other book that I was reading, I actually started that yesterday night, and that is Nameless Queen. And with this one, I am on my e-reader on page 154 out of 243, so I am very far into it. And I have to say, I'm really enjoying it. I do think that I will finish this later today, and yeah, I'm having fun with it. I'm not yet sure what I will read after this, either Markswoman or Sky in the Deep, because when I finish this one, that means 5 books down. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm finally getting to the reading part of my month, which is good.
See me as your enemy, or see me as your friend. It is 19 months since I was there and held you in my hand. It is 18 since I told you, and you took away my name. Now when you saw me, you turned away your head. You won't forgive me, and I will understand now and then.
Happy Wednesday, everybody! I am in a funky mood because I have realized that this girl here says a lot of and it makes editing Esmay's job a lot more difficult. So, I am gonna attempt to not say a lot of anymore. I actually got it down a while ago when I had to do a lot of presentations, and now that I can speak more freely because no more presentations, it's back with a vengeance. A true vengeance. So, I'm gonna try and dial it down. That said, that's not what I wanted to talk about. I actually got book mail and forgot to unbox it with you guys. It's just one book, so I'm just gonna show you the book. And that is Empire of Sand by Tasha Zuri. This is the first book in the Empire of Sand duology, I think. I actually got this book last week, and I hadn't received this one yet, but it's here now. I hope to be reading this during the Desertathon, so if you want a recommendation, of which I'm not sure whether it is amazing, there you go. This is what I'll be reading. One of the books that I'll be reading, hopefully. I'm pretty excited, and my TBR for the Desertathon will be up soon, by the way. Now that we're here anyway, let's talk books and book updates, because I finished one and I'm going to start another one. And the one I finished is Nameless Queen by Rebecca McLaughlin. This was a decent book. Do you know those books that are really pretty enjoyable, but they're not the best? Like, they're not your absolute favorite, but they're good? That's this book. I had fun reading it, but I don't have a lot of thoughts. I gave it 3 stars, I think. It was okay. It was okay. And that also means that is my 3rd book down for the Owls. I only have one more, which is Markswoman. I'm not going to start that immediately. I'm going to start something else, and I'll talk about that too. So the one that I'm about to start is Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young. Technically speaking, I've already started. I am 16 pages in, which is not really impressive, but we're going to breathe fire. That was a horrible pun. I'll update once I have more. It's already a pretty decent reading week. I've read 3 books, I think. Yeah, I finished Nameless Queen, I finished The Beautiful, and I finished Pharmacist's Wife. I hated that book. I really don't like it. The more I think about it, the more I hate it. But I am going to sign off now. I will update you guys later once I read more. Or when something happens. It's probably the first, nothing really happens. I'm really debating whether I should continue vlogging, because it's not the most interesting. At least I'm reading stuff, but I'm not sure. Let me know down below. I would be okay with either. To be honest, I do like vlogging, so maybe you don't mind these a little bit more boring indoor vlogs, because we're all indoors. That said, I'll talk to you guys later. Happy Thursday, everybody! The first thing I want to say is that it's already quite late in the day, because we've been doing quite a bit. My dad and I went to the grocery store to get the groceries for a week. We basically go out once a week to get groceries, get them for an entire week, and then sort of that repeats itself. Also, if you're wondering, yes, my nails are a new color. They are sort of like pastel green with a chrome nail. If you're wondering how I got my nails done, because yes, these are gel nails, my mum's a nail tech, so I am very fortunate to have my mum still be able to do my nails. So I'm coming out of this quarantine all beautiful. That said, my mum is also a hairdresser, or she used to be, so she can also do my hair. I know I'm very fortunate, I know this, but yes, new nails. Also, something that we had to do today was go to the garden center to get some cat grass for Luna, and you and I both know that this girl cannot go into a garden center without picking up plants. So you're gonna see me put those up in a little bit. I got to. I will show them to you a little bit later. The weather is absolutely beautiful outside, so I can pot them up, but first I'm here with my little Nina a little bit, and I'm gonna play some Animal Crossing. Maybe I can screen record a little bit. Not screen record, but film it. Anyway, happy Thursday.
Used to be your future, now you see me as your end. When you're hiding, we're colliding. Better be and stop pretend. I was silent, you were blind. Better leave those fears behind. If you're still bleeding, see me as a friend. You won't believe me, and I will understand. Now and then.
Luna. Good girl.
Now and then. You won't believe me. Won't be an end.
So I'm sitting outside. As you can see, I put up my 2 new plants. I will introduce them to you. The first one I have here on my right, and that's also the biggest one, is a golden pothos. Nearly dunked myself in the eye with this one. This has been on my wish list for so long. When I saw it today, it had to go home with me. So that's the first one, and the second one is also a wish list plant, and that is this Syngonium. I think it's an arrow or pixie, either or. This makes me suggest that it's a pixie. This looks more not like an arrow, but this looks more like pixie, so I'm not sure. It's doing really well. I don't know if you can see it, but there are new leaves coming in. Same goes with this one. So these are my two new babies. I'm so excited. I wanted both of them so badly, and I'm very excited. Also, the pots are also new. I needed new pots. But yeah, I potted them up. Aren't they stunning? I'm so happy with them. That said, I think I can now do a new updated plants and books video, because I now have about 5 plants that I haven't showed you guys yet. So I might do that, because why not? We're in quarantine anyway. I am so happy about these. So I thought I would do that. I'll do that. I will film that this week. I'm excited to do that. That said, I'm gonna go inside, help with dinner, and give these babies a place in my room. Good morning. Today it is Saturday. I'm sorry I didn't vlog anymore yesterday. It's just been a little bit of a meh couple of days, if that makes sense. Just, I don't know. I did finish a book. I finished Sky in the Deep yesterday. It was pretty good. I actually really enjoyed it. I was a little bit hesitant going into this because I've heard from a lot of people that it wasn't up to their taste, if that makes sense. But I really enjoyed it. I do agree with them that the ending is very rushed. I would have liked a lot more pages to do the ending and the action, because I think this is about 330. Yeah, 330-ish pages. And I would have liked this to be, I don't know, 500, so that it has a lot more pages to actually get to the action and describe that and describe the ending and what is happening. It was very rushed, but that said, it was very nice. I did really enjoy it. I loved the romance. This is very much enemies to lovers, which is right up my alley. And I think I'm gonna give it about 4-ish stars. I'll let you know my wrap-up. I haven't really figured it out yet, but I did really enjoy it. And I'm excited to read her other book now. I need to get that first, but I loved it. That said, the book that I'm going to be reading now is my final book for the Owls, which is Markswoman. I'm excited to dive into this. I hope that this is a desert vibe book, because we both know that I love them, because there's a desert song coming up. And this is my final book for the Owls. I think I can easily finish that in the next couple of days. So that means that my Owls will be finished. So that's really good. That said, do you feel that struggle where you don't want to put makeup on? I did a little bit. I just put on my eyebrows and a little bit of mascara to look a little bit put together, but I just don't feel like putting any makeup on. I'm just gonna let my skin breathe. My skin is actually really good at the moment. I've had not major acne. I don't want to call it major acne, but pretty bad acne and pimples, especially around this area, which I've heard is hormonal. And also a little bit on my forehead. You can still see a couple of the scars that I have here, but other than that, it's good. There's also a scar here on my cheek. There was a birthmark here, but they weren't certain whether it was just a regular birthmark or if it was something bad. It was all fine, but they did take that out. So yeah, that's my skin for you. I don't even know why I told you guys that, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. That said, I need breakfast, and I also need a little bit of Animal Crossing. I want to check up on my villagers and stuff, so that's what I'm gonna do.
I know you're done, ignored and gone, but I'm around. If you see light in fighting me, you'll be your enemy.
Birthday to you.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, dear
Luna. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, there you go. Boot, Bootje.
Ja, goed zo.
Good girl.
Goed opgevoed.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Hey guys, as you can see, sort of, it is the end of Sunday, which means that I'm gonna end the vlog here. I think it's quite long already. I did read quite a bit this week, which I'm happy about, and also a little bit surprised, I have to admit. That said, something I want to add before I sign off is I don't know if there will be a reading vlog next week. I'm gonna see how I feel tomorrow and Tuesday and see if I feel the urge to vlog. You'll see that soon enough, otherwise there will be a different video as always. I'll make sure that there's something to watch. I mean, the Desertathon TBR is coming up, the Game of the Books TBR is coming up, I still have a Kingsbane review and a makeup and mini review, so there's enough. I also should be filming the new plant video soon, once I finally wash my hair. It's a mess. I don't even know what it's doing. Anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. What have you read this week? Have you finished your owls? Are you busy reading your owls? Are you not doing owls? Just let me know. I only have one book left, and I am enjoying it so far. That said, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to our channel and press that little bell icon so you get post notifications every single time that I or Femke posts. And I will see you guys the next time. Bye!